Hi guys, hope everybody's doing really well. This is the guess the price. I've just been to Newark Auto Jumble with my buddy Jack from Jack's Shed, who bought a pile of junk, and I bought an equal pile of junk. Right, so this is part 2 I think, and I think there'll be one more to make part 3 for these videos, so keep an eye out for that one. This is the stuff I brought back. I bought all these items off one chap who I buy regularly off. I bought these items off one chap, and then the rest was this. So let's get into it. The first thing I picked up off the chap was this very vintage, early, with quite a nice handle, jeweler's coping saw, and it's got a really nice handle, but it's quite pitted. But I just like the design of it. I just thought it was interesting and small, and I like small interesting tools, so I picked that. We've got a miniature, looks like Star Willy, that one, doesn't it? Starwell. I wonder if that's Star Willy. It's interesting. But anyway, we've got this little bit stiff wooden double-ended wrench. So I thought I'll pick that up. We got a very interesting, Jack made me buy this. This is a battling bob wrench. Looks like a Lucas, but it's not a Lucas, it's a battling bob wrench. Never seen a battling bob wrench. Kind of interesting writing. He had 20 on that. We got this miniature toffee hammer, which I threw in at the end. Not sure what that says, to be honest. It's a Radiance or something, and then toffee. But I like miniature things. I thought that was funky. We've got a rather nice hardwood and brass scribe for woodworking. He had £12 on that, but it's quite a nice one with little brass pins going through it, and obviously you can adjust the length to what you want and then tighten it back. So nice little item. One of my favourite items is this very early brass glass cutter. So obviously this goes on, and then you can adjust the temp, and then you can cut the glass and make circles with that fine point. So it's a glass cutter, very early. I would say it's probably 1880s, 1910, something way in the middle of there possibly. Very, very delicate, and I really like that. I think it's a lovely item. And then I got this really interesting sort of cow's head kind of can opener, and I've not got one like that. He had 5 on that one, and it says British made just there. Nice little can opener. But the absolute star for me is this. I first saw one of these on Nash's channel, Nash Rathbone. This is a Lucas Gilders, but what's funky about this is it's the pipe wrench one, and these are particularly sought after and difficult to find, and the teeth look to be in good order. So obviously you can make it a pipe wrench, and then you can adjust it down to make it a wrench. Jack picked this up, but he let me buy this off the guy, and he had 26 on it, which is quite a good price, because these are quite rare and probably would go for about £40 on eBay at least. I would certainly bid that anyway. So we got quite a few items there. So basically all these items were £70, and then I paid him 2 for the hammer at the end, so it was 72. He let me have this one for £10. He let me have this one and this one for 15. And then he let me have these 4 items for 45, I think. So 15, 45, 10 and 2. So I thought that was not a bad bid, and some interesting items. The next lot of items I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to come back to it. There's a person I meet on there who's bought off my friend Anthony, and that's Matt and Chloe. They go around buying the vintage tools, mostly spanners, wrenches, sockets, stuff like that. And then they make sets, and then they sell them on eBay. So he's been collecting these little bit more unusual 4-inch adjustables. This one's a Jaguar backhoe, and this one is a backhoe Daimler. Little bit collectible these, and they can go for some high prices. We've got a Garrington Jaguar. And then we've got a Garrington Daimler. We've got another Jaguar backhoe just here. Another one, let me open that up. Another Jaguar backhoe. Backhoe Jaguar. And then we've got a rare original Garrington's Jaguar. So a funky little spanner there. And then we've got another Jaguar which is broken. He chucked this in at the end in the deal. You can see that the thumb wheel's broken. Ghidorah, made in Germany. This is in rough condition. So I need to find a thumb wheel what will fit that. But I'm sure it will work once I've played with it a little bit. But we'll see if I can get... This is a bit more modern, I think. So basically we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now these are a little bit collectible. So he knew the price, and boy did he make me pay. He punished me, did Matt. Chloe would be very proud. So he bullied me and coerced me into buying those. Did Matthew, well done. And so how much do you think I paid for those 7? I'm going to tell you. So put in the comments quickly now how much do you think I paid for the 7 4-inch spanners. I think some of you would be quite surprised. And then now we're going to talk about the guess the price. So the guess the price is this little cool miniature, I think it's an air tire tester, compressor, whatever. Air tire gauge, that's it, air tire gauge. Really, really cool. Made out of brass with nice writing on it. Really cool. And up from the same seller in the same lot, we have a Joseph Lucas, and if you can see there, vintage oiler, but the key thing is it's got the nib on the end as well. So really nice little vintage oiler. If you can see there, the Lucas badge, because Lucas made a lot of things other than wrenches. So we've got a very cool little vintage oiler and a very cool tire gauge made out of brass. Now they're the guess the price. How much did I have to pay for those? So I'm pretty happy with all the things I bought. I think my favourite item is a bit tricky. I really like those 4 items the most. For some reason I'm drawn to those. But I think my favourite item is this glass cutter. I just think it's really interesting and really nicely made. A little bit useless, but just a nice thing, and I really like it, really interesting. Put in the comments which is your favourite item and how much you think I paid for those. Right, for those who guessed in the comments or guessed in their head, we got 7. He made me pay the grand total of £200 for those 7 little wrenches. But he did give a nice little wrench to Jack, and Jack was pleased. So he got a nice little German wrench he gave to Jack for free. But yeah, so we have here, we have these usually go between 30 and £50 each. So if it's £50 each, it's basically 350, and if it's £30 each, it's basically 210. So he sold them for just under £30 each, at 200, which is a lot of money, but these might be good for doubles and swaps and stuff, so bit of fun. So yeah, so all said and done, some interesting items. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment on what you think is the more interesting stuff. All right, take care, have a great day, bye.